And the thing is, I didn't charge this thing since I bought it, like 10 days ago. It's freaking amazing. Hello and welcome to the RBG show. You can call me Snorky, and today I have prepared for you a product review video about a little thing I bought on the internet, because I always bought some random crap, but this time I bought something that is actually good. So I bought this little thing off AliExpress, or you can buy it even off Amazon. This thing is a fully functioning Gameboy case for your mobile. Now in this video I will cover all the topics you wanna hear. I will talk about the build quality, about the games, and overall how good is it and why you should buy this thing. The build quality is actually pretty good, what left me surprised, because this little Game Boy costs only 12 bucks on AliExpress or about 20 bucks on Amazon. The layer what surrounds your mobile is pretty good, it can absorb some damage if it falls. And the backside is of course made from hard plastic where the motherboard of the Game Boy, or better to say NES, lies. And the thing is that the case isn't that bulky, it's not much heavier than some better made mobile case. I made a weight comparison so you can see how does it compare to a normal protective case and how does it compare to an ultra light carbon case. Now the Game Boy case weight is 64 grams, comparing it to the Burga protective case with 2 layers, which is 45 grams. And then compared to an ultra light carbon case, it's only 23. And now I left you to decide how bad is this actually. But I need to say you get used to it over time. And also one great addition this mask has but the other two don't is how this Game Boy mask protects your camera because of the motherboard. So you see the back layer is pretty thick, and if you put your handy on the back side, some small dust or even so small things can't reach your camera, what is great. But now let's talk about the main point why you bought this thing, or will buy it at least, and that's the games. You buy it because of the great games it has. This case has actually 36 built-in NES games. Now let's check how the games run and which games are on. The games which are included in this Game Boy mask are some of the finest NES games you can play. For an example, Super Mario, Galga, Excite Bike, Contra, Tetris, Pac-Man, and of course Ice Climber, which is also not the censored version comparing to the Nintendo Switch Ice Climber version. So you'll find on this mobile case everything you need to get your gaming fix. Now how good is the emulation on this Game Boy case? The small screen is pretty good and bright. The colors are a bit off comparing to the original game, but I don't know it's because of the screen or the ROMs. But they are not off in a bad way. And one little thing I felt is like the emulation is a bit slower than it should be, and we are talking about maybe milliseconds. I had also a bit problems with the emulator, but this happened only a few times where the game suddenly speed up for a second and then go back to normal. But I will repeat myself, this only happened a few times. It's really hard to complain about a Game Boy, which is also your case for your mobile, and it costs 12 bucks. You feel me? Now comes the question, does this thing need batteries, or you can charge it, and of course how long does the battery last? For our surprise, for the 12 bucks we paid, we got a built-in battery, you can charge it separately. So I went to the site, and approximately this battery should last between 4 and 5 hours. And the thing is, I didn't charge this thing since I bought it, like 10 days ago. It's freaking amazing. I mean, what do you want for 12 bucks? Now let's talk about the bad things I experienced in the time since I bought this little case. So the first thing is that somehow the A and B button are reversed. Why? I don't know. So in the game like Super Mario are a bit awkward to play. Next thing is that the buttons are feeling flimsy. It feels like they will easily tear off. What happened to me twice, but I could push the buttons easily back in. But I need to say that the D-pad feels nice, so I can't complain there. On the other side, this thing should have some water resistance, what I didn't test, but it's obviously not waterproof. Now the screen should also have some scratch resistance, which it doesn't, so I would recommend to slap tap on some screen protection if you want to have this case a little bit longer, but everything else is basically fine and dandy. Now to the conclusion. Should you buy this thing? I found this mobile case actually to be a great conversation starter. The second great thing is that the games which are on are basically perfect for small gaming bursts. One thing I didn't mention in this video is also if you want to turn this little thing on, you need to press and hold the on button about 5 seconds to turn it on, so it can be easily turned on in your pocket. In my 10 days of testing, I found this case to be a fun and nerdy thing to have in your collection, especially if you like retro Nintendo games. I also see a question that will be asked: why would you buy this thing if you can play those games on the phone directly? Now, you can call me crazy, but I don't like to game on my phone. It's because of the touch controls, and this case has a proper D-pad and buttons. Of course I can buy like Joy-Con likes controllers for my mobile, but this is simple, effective and cost friendly. Now please tell me your thoughts. Would you buy this thing? What are your thoughts about it? And I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like. Snorky over and out.